History ain't as set in stone as you might think. Sometimes a single choice, a single moment, can change everything. This is rewriting the past. Today we're asking, what if Julius Caesar didn't fall on the Ides of March? What if instead of bleeding out all over the Senate floor, he lived maybe forever? This ain't a story they're gonna teach you in the books. This is the tale of the undying Caesar, the man who cheated death and turned Rome into something far darker than anyone could have imagined. The Ides of March, March 15th, 44 BC. They had their daggers ready, and old Caesar, well, he thought he was about to get himself a front row seat to the afterlife. But instead, something downright strange happened. One of them assassins, let's just say, he wasn't playing for the other side. Out of nowhere, this fella, one of Caesar's own men, in disguise, goes on a rampage. He takes down Brutus, Cassius, a whole lot of them, right there on the Senate floor. Blood spilling everywhere, and old Caesar just standing there looking like he's seen a ghost. Now, Caesar, he ain't no fool. He sees this as a sign, a message from the gods themselves. He ain't just some regular Joe anymore. No, sir, he's destined for greatness. And with his enemies dead at his feet, he knows one thing. Rome ain't gonna be the same, no sirree. So what does old Julius do? He wipes out any opposition faster than a gunslinger clearing out a saloon. He fills the Senate with yes men, turns the whole republic into his own personal kingdom. But see, there's a twist coming down the trail, and Caesar, well, he ain't quite ready for what's next. Now, in the back alleys and dusty corners of Rome, folks start whispering. Some are saying Caesar ain't just favored by the gods. No, they reckon he might be the one. And before you know it, a bunch of old fanatics starts up calling themselves the cult of the shadow. Their whole deal? Make old Caesar live forever. Immortality, as they called it. It's crazy stuff, huh? Now, Caesar, he don't believe that kind of talk at first. But the older he gets, the more that old tick-tock of time starts to gnaw at him. So, he listens. And these fellas, they've got a plan. Dark rituals, blood sacrifices, and all sorts of things you wouldn't even want to think about. And they promise him eternal life. And what do you think Caesar's gonna say to that? Sure enough, they pull it off. Caesar stays looking young, strong, like the years just can't touch him. But out there in Rome, things start getting real strange. Crops are dying, rivers are running red, storms beating the city like a rancher on a stampede. The folks are scared and wondering if maybe, just maybe, Caesar's messing with something he shouldn't. It turns out the price for Caesar's immortality wasn't just a couple of fancy rituals. Nah. Entire villages are getting wiped off the map. Whole families taken, sacrificed to keep old Caesar smiling in that mirror. Not everybody's willing to go down without a fight. Families of the sacrifice, now calling themselves the Forgotten, they start planning. They know the truth, and they know how to stop him. On the night of the next ritual, they make their move. The Forgotten storm the place, knocking out Caesar's cult like they're a bunch of greenhorns at a poker table. And for the first time in years, Caesar feels something he thought he'd never feel again. Fear. His body starts to weaken. The lines of age creep across his face. Time, it seems, has caught up with old Julius. But here's the thing. Julius Caesar, he ain't no quitter. Just as the Forgotten close in, ready to put an end to his reign, Caesar shows him exactly why he's still in charge. And with one final act of pure willpower, he stops the ritual himself. He don't need no cult, no magic potions. He declares right then and there that his immortality ain't something he borrows. He owns it. And in a final, cold-hearted twist, Caesar don't just stop the ritual. He turns the tables. He drains the life out of those rebels like they're a busted canteen in the desert. He absorbs every last bit of their strength. And when he's done, old Caesar looking younger and stronger than ever before. He ain't just cheated death no more. He's become something more. Something dark. Something powerful. The folks of Rome, they don't even question it. They bow before Caesar, worshiping him like a god. The man who beat death itself. And Rome? Well, it lives on under his reign, a reign of fear, darkness, and eternal life. Caesar ain't going nowhere, not today, not ever. There it is, Julius Caesar, the man who defied death, turned Rome into an empire that would never fall. At least not while he walked this earth. With power like that, it always comes with a price. This was rewriting the past. One twist of fate, one man who changed the world forever. Stick around, because next time we're taking another swing at history. And who knows what we'll uncover next.